This is ridiculous. I don't know,
What do you mean it's ridiculous? There's a child in a vehicle that's running and unlocked.
On February 21st, 2025, deputies were dispatched to Walmart after receiving reports of a small child sleeping inside a running vehicle that was unoccupied.
We've been out here, over 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I was parked here, and I was like, what? And then I pulled around when I was leaving. I thought maybe someone was sitting in the back with her. I mean,
So
probably been 15 minutes.
did you call us or did
Yes, I called.
Okay.
I went in
you? Do you work
to
for
him.
Walmart or? Oh, okay.
No, I
Gotcha.
went and got him to stand with me,
Okay.
and he said we need to call.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have your ID with you by chance?
yes.
Can I get that from you real quick? Should we have rescue come just...
I mean, he was nervous someone would come out while we were standing here.
Child been sleeping in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Oh, the door's been open like this?
No, I just opened
It's
it.
been running. I was
I can make
parked.
an announcement.
But the car's unlocked. Nobody actually spoke with the child, right?
No, I saw her squirm, rub her eyes. They didn't want to scare her, so I didn't, the dispatcher said not to try to open the car or anything.
So you were just shopping when you came out?
Yeah, I was
You were going to
coming
get your car
out
and you
leaving
saw?
and put stuff in my car. I'm like, what? And I said, well, there was a space here. I was here, and there was a space there. I said, well, let me pull around and see. Maybe there's someone sitting in the back seat with her. That's what I thought. I was like, no way. So I went in and found security, and so that's when we called.
Okay. All right.
We didn't
But you
know
didn't
if...
see any adults or anything around? It was just
No,
like this?
and this whole thing's been what now? Probably 20 minutes, and nobody's here.
Okay.
He was afraid someone would come, and so he
Right.
wanted to stay with me in case the driver came by.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this your car?
Yes.
Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you leave your daughter in the car?
I've been inside for about 5 minutes.
Not good.
Yes.
Okay.
I just got here. I went inside because she was sleeping.
Mhm.
I had to use the bathroom.
You went inside where?
Walmart.
Why did you just walk from this way?
Because I came out that way. I was trying to find my car.
Okay. Do you have your ID with you? How old is your daughter?
She's 7. I take care of her all by myself. I don't have anybody here. I went inside to use the bathroom. I have not been gone that long.
You know you left your car unlocked?
I did.
That's why the door's open, because when I got here, I opened the door to see if it was. You left your car running with the door unlocked with your child in the back seat.
I didn't think there was an issue. Like I said, I'm here by myself. I had to use the bathroom and she's sleeping.
Okay. We have conflicting accounts. The person that called us was security, and they were dealing with the situation for what they claimed to be almost 20 minutes.
I don't know exactly how long it was. I just know I didn't think it was that long. Because like I said, I knew she was in the car. I had to go to the bathroom. I was coming to try to find some flea medicine. I didn't find the flea medicine. So I left my cart. When you see the footage, you'll see I left the cart and everything. I came back.
Okay. Okay.
This is ridiculous. I don't know,
What do you mean it's ridiculous?
because I don't know. It's like I'm being treated as if I'm a horrible mother. I went inside really quick. I didn't think it was that
Nobody's
long.
treating you any
But
different
who-
way. I'm asking you questions.
No, it's whoever called the cops on me.
There's a child in a vehicle that's running and unlocked. That's obviously a cause for concern when they're completely by themselves. The windows are clear. I mean, have you watched the news? Have you paid attention to anything? Things happen where kids get abducted all the time, right? So who's to say that somebody doesn't walk by, see that she's by herself with no adult supervision, they break a window, they open the door, they take her, she's gone, and we're getting a call from you crying because now your child is missing, right? This is why you're saying it's ridiculous, but it's really not, because a child should not be left alone in a vehicle running and unlocked.
You're right. It's not ridiculous, I guess. What I mean is ridiculous. I just can't. I'm here by myself. I can't ever get a break. I just had to go to the bathroom. I don't have any help. I didn't think it was going to be an issue. I live right there. I was going to come to get the flea medicine. I had to go to the bathroom, and I was going to leave. That's why I'm here. I couldn't find my car. I left the keys in here so that she could,
So, just a word for the future, right? In the future, if this situation ever presents itself again,
I will wake her up.
you need to wake her up and bring her with you, okay? It doesn't mean that this is over with yet. I still have to figure out what we're going to be doing with it, and then we will go from there. Okay. So, when you first walked up, you told me that you were inside the store for 5 minutes. According to the video, you walked in at 7:06, and you walked out at 7:32, which is 26 minutes that you were inside the store. A little different than 5 minutes.
Well, I knew obviously it wasn't 5 minutes. It takes about 5 minutes to walk from here to there, so I didn't think exactly 5 minutes. But I didn't think I was gone for that long.
Would you agree with me that 26 minutes is excessive?
Yes.
Okay.
I was shopping around. I know I got lost a few times. I was trying to find vitamins. I think that's another reason why it took so long. That's why I left the cart.
And this is my other issue, right? You told me initially that you went in there to use the bathroom. Now you're saying that you were shopping, right?
Well, I did say I was trying to find the flea treatment. I left it. That's why I left the cart. I was very discombobulated when I saw everyone. So that's what I said initially.
What do you mean you saw everyone?
Like when I saw like you, and then there was a lady here. Like there was a lot of people here. So initially, like I was very discombobulated. But I did say that I was trying to find flea treatment. I didn't find it, so I ended up putting the cart back. But I didn't tell you in detail everything.
Okay.
At that moment, yes.
All right. You said your mom is in Miami, and does your daughter ever stay with your mom?
She does.
Okay. I'm gonna be straight up with you. All right. I don't want to beat around the bush. I hope that by me doing this, you'll respect it and understand that I have a job to do, and that you're not going to cause problems or make this situation worse, right? Because it's already bad enough, right? You need to call your mom or her dad or somebody to come and pick her up. If they're not able to, then we're going to have to call DCF and have them come out and pick her up. Can you start working on that?
Why?
In the state of Florida, child neglect is a felony. Leaving a 7-year-old unattended in an unlocked and running vehicle with the keys in it to go shopping for 26 minutes would constitute neglect.
So I'm getting arrested?
Yes. I'm not physically going to put you in handcuffs in front of her. I'm going to try to avoid that as long as you're cooperative.
There's no misdemeanor or a ticket or something you could give me?
No. I'm going to try and do this as calmly as possible so that she is not harmed by this process. any more than she needs to be, okay? As long as you're cooperative with me, that's how it's going to go. If at any point in time you change your tone or your demeanor, or you start going against what I'm asking of you, then that's when things are going to change, and I'm going to be forced to handle this differently.
My mom is 33 weeks pregnant. She is high risk. You don't understand how alone I am here.
Okay.
You have to arrest me. There's nothing else you can do.
No.
There's nothing. I can't. There's a reason I'm here alone. There's a reason she's not going with her dad this weekend. There's a reason my mom's not taking her this weekend. I do it by myself.
I understand that.
So how do I get her back?
That'll be through the court process.
How long am I gonna be in jail?
I'm most likely just overnight. To get booked in, you get a bond. Once you pay the bond, you get out.
And when I get out, I can't see her?
That's not up to me to determine. That would be up to the judge. The judge at first appearance will determine whether or not you should have contact, and if you do have contact, what kind of contact that is. Whether it's unrestricted, whether it's supervised, or however it's going to go from there. But that's not for me to decide. So, are you able to call either mom or her dad? Or another family member or somebody that you would trust with her? Because if not, then I need to start my process of getting somebody here. You're George? Okay, do you have your ID with you by chance? Yeah. Part of it. She'll be able to explain it to you at a later time. But we at least appreciate you helping facilitate this. I understand.
I got full custody.
The main issue is if somebody wasn't available, then she would end up going to DCF, and we were trying to avoid that. So,
I mean, trust me, I went through the DCF thing with their mom, but I won, obviously.
right. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different process with DCF. They're definitely going to be involved in this afterwards. But the fact that she's kind of by herself is what complicates matters. So you being able to do this helps to alleviate a little bit of the difficulty. So, I'll let her give you whatever she needs. Obviously, temporary or whatever, but and then I'll let you guys get out of here. The main thing is I didn't want to be putting her in handcuffs in front of her daughter.
Yeah.
I wanted her to be out of here.
Nah, that's nice.
So I'm trying to make this as easy as possible, given the circumstance. So obviously I know it's going to be tough either way, but so I'll tell her now. Alright, if you can put your hands behind your back. If you keep your palms like facing each other, it's going to be the most comfortable for you. Just be careful because the seat is hard plastic. So if you lean back against it, it's going to be difficult. I'm going to leave your phone in your pocket, okay? Is there any other coordination that you have to do in order for George and Giselle to meet up, or they're going to be able to handle it all themselves? Okay. Is there anybody that you need to or want to call in order to facilitate bond?
No, he's gonna help with that.
He's going to take care of it? Okay. All right. I'm going to leave your phone in your pocket. Please don't do anything stupid. Okay? I'm trying to give you some respect
You've
here.
been amazing.
It's a shitty situation, but I also want you to understand the gravity of it, and I'm also here because I'm doing a job, right? The sad, scary thing, right? Where I look at this, and maybe you're going to call me paranoid because you already went that route with the other stuff, but if I were like, you know what? I think everything's fine and she's going to be good, right? And I let you drive away from here. And like 2 weeks down the road, I see in the news that the child got abducted and it was her. And it was the same type of story. When the news starts digging into stuff, they'll see that your name was in a report for the same thing. And I was like, you know what? I think she's okay. And I let you walk away. Guess what happens to me? I've been a cop for 15 years. So I have a retirement, right? I lose that. I go to jail, right?
And I get it. Things are in place.
At the end of all this, do I think you're a bad mother? Absolutely not. Okay? I understand it's difficult. I'm going through the same, very similar situation. Luckily, his mom is more involved, but at the end of the day, I don't think you're a bad parent. I think you made a mistake. And I hope that at the end of this process, that there's some sort of education provided to you or other resources that are provided to you to help you in what you're going through, okay?
She was charged with child neglect. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.